people say, why would they do it? Why would a nation lie? Why would our government lie to us? There's the mistake inside, like maybe they didn't know it was this problematic when they took on the liability themselves. And suddenly the problem got so big and they buried too many bodies.
Yeah, they're invested in their life.
But these people who are running the show actually deliberately put actors, let's call it what it really is, political actors on the stage to tell us what we want to hear.
6 companies own all the algorithms that we use. They decide what we see and what we don't see. And they've basically made a decision, because of capitalism, that it pays to make us hate each other, to make us be angry with one another. That outrage sells. So they have AI and software bots that track you and follow you and learn from you and try and influence what you do, because they're trying to extract some kind of value from you. And literally, think of being attacked by a swarm of bees. We're surrounded now by a swarm of AI software bots, all trying to learn from us, extract something from us, or get us to do something. Now, when you go to an all-digital system, then there's no escape, and then they can start literally to enforce rules. They do now.
The Fed's plan is to use the spreading of germs and viruses as one excuse, and there's going to be more, but one excuse for the need to eliminate all cash. That's been a goal for decades. Their plan is to make the world a cashless society. No cash, no paper money, no coins. And some people think, good, that makes life a lot easier. I can just use my smartphone and I can just go click, 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 ding, ding, ding. Why should I carry around cash? That sounds like a good thing. Hey, and it's also good because then the drug dealers aren't dealing in cash. This is good. It's going to save crime. That's the argument, and there's a legitimate argument there. But all the cash is going to be converted to a digital currency or digital credits.
Because now it's time for digital ID. Okay, 17 countries have rolled out or passed digital ID laws in the last 3 months.
Can you do me a favor and explain to me what digital ID is first?
It's implemented in stages, though, too. So it's implemented in stages. So digital ID is essentially tying your biometric. The ultimate goal is tying your biometrics to a essentially IP address on maybe, let's say, a blockchain, so that you can have your own social credit score based on the things you say, the things you pay, and the things you
Black
do.
Mirror.
Very 1,000% Black Mirror. So basically,
Trump was put in by the bankers to get the control grid. The other team in the Uniparty wasn't moving fast enough. They couldn't get the control grid. I say, well, like, we just did a new collection of all the things Trump is doing to move the control grid. He's moving very, very fast. When it comes to building, first he's getting the Real ID implemented very aggressively. Real ID. To do a control grid, you need a very high quality precision national ID that's interoperable with all the other IDs around the world. And he's got Kristi Noem out there pushing the Real ID like there's no tomorrow.
We are certainly in the midst of a great transition to a multipolar world, a post-American order and a multipolar world. No one can tell how the transition will unfold, but there is no doubt it will be messy and unpredictable, because America is stepping back from its role as global insurer, but there is no other country that's able to or willing to fill the vacuum. So we are in an uncomfortable position where the old rules do not apply anymore, but the new ones have not been written. And we must brace ourselves for more turbulence ahead.
So China now enjoys military superiority above the United States. Now, the Americans may not agree with me, but when you look at the conventional weapons as well as nuclear weapons, China is not next to the United States. China is actually ahead of the United States. This is very profound, and it will take time to sink in. But that leads to a very important next question. That is whether the United States wants to pick up a war against China. Let me tell you, as the United States is about to break, and nobody is willing to talk about it. If we as a country don't make a change here, we are cooked. The media doesn't give it the attention it deserves. Politicians won't say it out loud. But our country, it's drowning.
November 16th, 2025, Moody's has declared almost half of the states in our country are in a recession, officially by definition. And of those half of them are red states who voted for Donald Trump. Many of the blue states are the ones that surround Washington, D.C., and had a lot of federal workers that were let go. I have some more dire economic news. I'm sorry we can't have our heads in the sand, but I am going to end this video with an empowering message on what you and I can do to hopefully turn this ship around. So October 2025, there were 153,074 layoffs, the highest layoffs in 20 decades. 20 decades. Ranging from tech giants to warehouse workers to retailers, everybody is impacting. Now, this just is validating what people have been estimating is over 1 million jobs being eliminated because of Trump admin economic policies.
New reporting on why the American dream feels increasingly out of reach. Home prices have skyrocketed for years, and the latest report from the National Association of Realtors shows the share of first-time home buyers has dropped to 21%, a record low. CBS's Andres Gutierrez is in Burbank, California, with the rising cost of home ownership. Andres.
Good evening, Jerika. It comes down to high prices and high interest rates that are freezing out many Americans from buying their first home.
How beautiful.
We've got the mid-century look here.
Liv Raphael and her family are looking in Los Angeles for a new place to call home.
How many bedrooms is it?
3 bedrooms.
But so far in their year-long search, everything is out of reach.
Who's winning in this economy right now?
The rich. Guys like me. You know, we have gone from having 93 billion, top 400 in 1982 to having 2.4 trillion, 25 for 1. People who, it becomes a more and more specialized market economy. It was an agrarian economy a couple of 100 years ago. Very hard, you know, to get 20 times the wealth of the next guy because you were a little bit better farmer. But if you're better at some skills now, you can become incredibly wealthy at a very young age.
I know that there is a lot that is going on, but for one moment, right before our eyes, is the rise of 2 very separate and distinct Americas. One for the billionaire class and one for everybody else. In one America, the richest people are becoming obscenely richer and have never, ever had it so good. That America is overflowing with unimaginable wealth, greed, and opulence that makes the Gilded Age seem very modest. And then there is a second America, an America where a majority of our people live, and they are trying to survive, paycheck to paycheck, and they are struggling to secure the very basic necessities of life. Nothing.
Let me get this straight. We have $170 billion for ICE and Border Patrol, $40 billion for Argentina, $1 billion to refurbish Trump's Qatari jet, $230 million Trump is demanding from the Department of Justice in compensation, $200 million for Kristi Noem's 2 jets, $98 million for Trump's golf outings, but no money to lower your healthcare costs.
Pentagon has announced that they're establishing a quick reaction guard unit in every U.S. state and territory by January to swiftly respond to riots and civil unrest, according to the Wall Street Journal.
ICE can now turn your license plate into a full background check on your entire life instantly. According to internal documents obtained by 404 Media, ICE is using an app that connects 2 massive databases. First, Motorola's network of billions of license plate scans captured by police cars, stationary cameras, and hundreds of repo trucks driving around scanning plates. The system tracks what vehicles you're traveling with and can even predict where you might go next. Second,
because no matter who you are, everyone loves something at McDonald's. There's always something to have. I like the fish. I like it. You can do a little bit more tartar sauce, so please. And I want to give a very special thanks to McDonald's for slashing prices for your most popular items, bringing back extra value meals, and I hear you're recommitting to the affordable options of Americans that we really know and love, all of the items that we love. And I hear that McDonald's is playing a very big role in that. We're getting prices.
Welcome to McDonald's. I knew you'd be back for more.